Hey everybody, this is Cynic25 here, and I'm here with the Cognitive Gamer, and we're here to discuss the Yu-Gi-Oh! April 1st ban list.
Hi, I'm the Cognitive Gamer. I'm here with Cynic25, and we're here to discuss the ban list.
Actually, we're just here to talk about sex, and when I mean sex, I mean Stratos. Same thing.
So, it's the same thing as in, you don't have it right now, but you really want it.
Exactly, you see? Exactly. You just want it so bad, and it's still banned.
It is still banned. Are we just jumping right in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for
Stratos is banned.
Why is Stratos banned?
It's too good,
feel like
man.
we were sitting in this exact same spot a few months ago saying the exact same thing.
Free Stratos.
Hashtag free Stratos.
Hashtag free Stratos.
Should come back. Hero structure decks coming out. They should do it.
So let's talk about that structure deck.
Yes.
Because you mentioned it. So the OCG Japan is getting a structure deck that has Stratos on the cover.
No, it doesn't.
It has Stratos in the deck.
No, it doesn't.
So then why is that even a hint that Stratos might come back?
Because they want to push heroes.
You don't need Stratos for heroes. Alright, you might need Stratos for heroes to make it competitive. But once it's like... Oh, okay.
Yeah, the thing is, like, here's the thing. If the support that they're bringing out in the structure deck is really good, then you might not need Stratos, and I'll be fine with that. But right now, there's not enough support for heroes to really justify not having Stratos back. Because they're not competitive without him currently.
They need, like, a Strudus. Like a second one.
Yeah, they just need better support. Because all their support is, like, a decade old. It's just not good enough anymore. It's not cutting it.
Well, the deck isn't really cutting it. I don't know why everybody really cares about Stratos. Just let heroes die.
No.
Just move on.
No.
You sound so wounded.
I am
just
wounded.
Move on to a better deck.
No.
Is that so hard?
Okay, we've spent too much time on this one, Carl. Let's move on. Okay, Cyberstein. This is this a 3 in the OCG? I'm pretty sure they put this at 3.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't remember. All I know is it's legal in the OCG, and everyone's freaking out like, holy shit, Cyberstein is coming back. And it did nothing.
It's done nothing for the OCG.
It really hasn't. Because back in the day, I can see how this card would be fucking amazing. You know, you pay that 5,000 life points and you pretty much just go all in with Megamorph. But nowadays, there's so many ways you can stop Cyberstein that you couldn't do back then. You can
still pay.
Yeah, and still pay. Like Effect Viler, Fiendish Chain, anything that stops effects will shut this card down. Then you're sitting there 5,000 life points in the hole with a 700 beater on the field. And you're staring your opponent straight in the eye and you're saying, you're a move. It's a bad time.
Yeah. So essentially it's a card that you can really utilize when you're ahead.
Yeah.
But that's about it, and there's so many better cards that you could use when you're ahead.
See, at this point, I see...
cost 5,000 life points.
Right. At this point, I see Cyberstein, even at 1, as being that card you go just like, okay, I have no other options, I have the Cyberstein.
But even then, like, even if it came back to just 1, or even if it went up to 3, I don't think it would actually matter. You only can use 1 before you die.
Exactly.
Unless you Solemn Wishes.
Yeah, unless you somehow get your life points back. There'll always be someone that can abuse it. Like, there's life point decks out there that, you know, instead of losing life points, you gain life points. There's cards that do that, and I'm sure people would find a way to abuse it. But even if you find a way to abuse it, there's still so many ways to stop Cyberstein. There's just too many ways now, and I think that's the main reason to bring it back. You didn't have those ways before, you know?
Yeah, you bring it back, it won't do anything.
At 1, right?
Sure.
6 drops. All right,
one.
DMOC. Why is DMOC still banned?
You're asking yourself a question because you're going to answer it.
I don't get it.
Okay.
I mean, what targets does DMOC have these days? It has what? It has Dark Hole, it has Book of Moon, and it has Foolish Burial. And that's about it. And these cards aren't even, it's like, okay, I bring it back, great. Right. But it's not breaking the game.
Maybe for Prophecy.
No, the Prophecy has better cards. They have their own Book of Moon. They have cards that are better than DMOC.
I'm just saying.
Magician of Faith.
Right.
I didn't break the game.
Right.
And it's easier to use than DMOC. Right?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think it should come back. I mean, you don't have Dimension Infusion anymore. You don't have Monster Reborn anymore. You don't have Heavy Storm anymore.
We might have Heavy Storm.
Yeah, maybe.
So let's just talk about Heavy Storm. Should this card come back?
See, I'm always kind of mixed about it. Right now I'm saying I think it should, but Heavy Storm is one of those cards that really dictates the face of a format. Because once Heavy Storm's a thing, traps, become really scarce. They just do. And I'm just worried what it will do to the format. And it really would probably cripple Fire Fist.
It would cripple Fire Fist. It would cripple Mermails. So pretty
Not
much
as much Mermails. Definitely Fire Fist.
Right. Definitely Fire Fist. And Bujins, because they like to play a lot of control.
A lot of back row, yeah.
A lot of back row. So what you're doing, you're pretty much taking the top tier decks, and you're kind of chopping them a little bit. Taking them at the knees. That being said, it's also going to hurt a bunch of other decks.
It would too.
Like Gurgia, Constellars.
Right.
Boxers.
Yeah. So bringing this card back, and it's just interesting. Heavy's always been one of those cards that really dictates the format, and if it comes back, especially with what's coming out these days, like Sylvans, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it at 1.
Yeah, I mean, I've lived through it at 1. It's been whatever, but
Right.
I like the comfort of like setting cards. But I guess you can argue that Heavy Storm actually puts us into a more skillful format because these days you're just setting 5 and be like, no fear. But when Heavy Storm's a thing, it's like, I don't know if I want to set 5.
But you know what the perfect, counter to Heavy Storm is? Artifacts.
Yeah.
And artifacts are coming out in Primal Origins. Imagine you setting 5. Your opponent plays Heavy Storm because they think they're going to be OG, and then all of a sudden, they have 5 level 5s staring down at the field. And if they don't have a Dark Hole, they're kind of boned.
That's really deadly.
So if they want to promote artifacts, maybe Heavy Storm does come back.
And you raise a good point there. I think it could potentially come back at 1.
Yeah.
For sure. And I wouldn't mind it too much. And because the idea also, when I was getting back to the whole skillful thing, people play smarter with the traps that they have when Heavy's a thing, and I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a gamble, right? Like, if you decide to set 3, there's a chance those 3 cards might be destroyed.
Right, so you play smart with what you have. So, yeah.
Dark Hole?
Dark Hole. Stay at 1.
Okay.
Stay at 1.
Why did we even put those there?
I put those there because I was talking about DMOC, but whatever.
Well,
all right.
Okay.
So, Dragon's Ravine. I think all the collateral damage the Dragons did to these cards should come back. Dragoonies need to come back.
Dragons need to come back.
No. This thing right here,
yeah,
there needs to be a ban symbol right here.
All the dragons are fine at 1. Because right now they're just tech cards, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty much splashing into any other deck. I use Redox in Sylvans. I use Blaster in Boxers. Like, they're not... You can't play dragons. You can...
Yeah, they're dead.
They are tech cards.
Right.
They're really good tech cards.
I agree.
But that's about it.
And I agree. I just think the collateral damage should come back. I think they're afraid to bring these cards back with the dragons still lingering around. And I think this is stopping an entire deck from existing.
Right. So do you think Dragoonides?
Dragoonides need some help.
So Dragoonides need to come back.
That was really unfair.
It was.
Yeah, I felt bad for Dragoonides. Like, wow, you're...
And I think everybody kind of forgot about Dragoonides. Everybody forgot that was a deck. It seems everybody's attention shifted right after the ban list. Like, oh, poor Dragoonides to, yay, Fire Fist! But we need to remember that was a deck and a highly competitive one.
It was.
And it's a little unfair that it's dead.
It was. That was a very reliable level 8 synchro deck.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Thunder Family. Thunder Family reminds me of Dragoonides because it just spams out level 8s every single turn. And it was cool.
Yeah.
But same with Sacred Sword 7 stars. I think this could come back and nothing would happen.
Especially with the new support for Sylvans in Primal Origins.
Bring it to 2 at the very least. Why not? Just stop, dragons. You do too much damage. Okay. Leave them at 1, but bring this back, please. Okay.
Alright, Solemn
Judgment. This is another one of those cards Konami doesn't know what to do with because it's come back and forth like several times. The reason it's better than Solemn Warning is you can always pay the cost, and it stops more things.
Right. So if they brought this back, would they get rid of Solemn Warning?
No, I think having Solemn Judgment and Warning both at 1 would be fine. I think it's fine.
Okay.
It used to be a thing and it was cool. I'm just thinking though, especially since they're releasing Pendulum Summoning, they might want to hit these cards as top summons.
Right.
I don't think it will be at 1, but I think it'd be fine at 1, in other words.
Right. Yeah, well,
we'll see.
Pendulum Summoning's a way off.
Yeah. Bandy.
You bring it back to 2!
Yeah, I think it'd be fine at 2.
It'll be great in Sylvans.
Why not?
Yeah, more plant tokens.
Bring it back. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't get why Dandy's at 1.
I don't either. I mean, it's a level 3, which is essentially Black Rose, or a level 6, so Armades?
Yeah, I mean, it helps you make Quasar occasionally.
Because that's happening all the time.
Yeah.
Quasar is just...
It helps you make Black Rose, and you get tokens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dark Arm Dragon, bring this at 2. So, OCG.
Right.
Put this at 2.
Okay.
And I think it's fine at 2. There's better things out there. Like we were talking about, like Judgment Dragon. Judgment Dragon is Judgment Dragon is 100 times better than Dark Arm Dragon. And it's at 3.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's OP.
It is pretty OP. Dark Arm Dragon's effect is more conditional, and it can only blow up the field by banishing your entire graveyard. Judgment Dragon, you pay 1,000 light points, you blow up the field. If it didn't work, you do it again.
And why did the OCG bring it back?
Because it wasn't doing much.
Exactly.
What deck is playing Dark Arm Dragon right now?
So we'll just bring it back, give some people some hope, and then when they realize it's garbage, they'll go back to playing
honestly, it isn't garbage, but it would be fine at 2.
It's really hard.
It's hard to summon occasionally, but like the only decks this format that is making Dark Arm Dragon is Chaos Dragons and Zombies.
You love them zombies.
Zombies, man. So, Bestiari.
I think it should stay at 1.
Why?
Glad Beasts are getting more support.
They're getting a Gustle, that's about it.
That's more support. But the fact that all their fusions relying on Bestiary, or the really good one,
Right,
relies on Bestiary, you can do kind of a loop with it. So if you had multiple Bestiaries, you're just double fusion summoning for that crazy thing that blows up 2 things on the field. You're done for, man. That thing could clear your field. Bestiary needs to remain at 1. Not because Bestiary is overpowered, but because of the loop you can do with the touch fusion.
Right, with the contact fusion with
whatever it's called, fusion.
Yeah, Gazaris.
Can leave it at 1.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go against you on this one. I think it'd be fine at 2.
Whatever.
I think it'd be fine.
Why would it be fine at 2?
Because I think it would make Glad Beasts much more competitive than they are now. Even with a Gustle, I don't think it's gonna push Glads to the point where they need to be.
Okay.
But I can see your point. I respect your point. And if it stays at 1, I still think Glads would do relatively
Essentially,
well.
do you want to see Glads as a top tier? Bring that to 2.
I don't even think it would bring it to top tier.
I think it's about that back and a heavy storm.
No, there are so many ways to stop this. Like,
I
so many ways to stop SDR.
I'm not very good at that.
Okay. Gores.
Bring it back to 3.
OCG has it 3 and they're doing fine.
Yeah, nobody's playing it.
No, they're not playing it because everyone's playing continuous spells and traps.
Right.
So, sure.
Yep. Gores.
Gores, bring it back. Rabbit.
Why do you want that back?
Why is it 1? That's my better question.
You get vanillas, man.
What the heck is playing vanillas? I think we've had this discussion the last time. Evil Swarm.
Gem Knights?
Who's playing? What have Gem Knights done that's any relevant?
Noble Knights?
Noble Knights wouldn't be. Would they be playing Rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get that. Who, like, no one.
It's not that good, but you could do it.
Okay. Evil Swarms, Noble Knights,
E-Heroes?
No. See, we can't think of any really good decks that are utilizing Rabbit.
Glad Beast?
If you bring it back to 2, it creates another deck, and I think that's what Konami's worrying about. Because you bring it to 2, and all of a sudden, Dino Rabbit is a thing again. And there was a format where Dino Rabbit was like the deck. Right. So I think they're a little bit afraid of that, because the thing with Dino Rabbit is that they make Logia, and that stops summons, and I think Konami's a little afraid of anything that stops summons.
I would be. That's scary, man.
It is scary. That's why we see things like Torrential and the Bottomless Trap Hole at 1, which is a good segue to, this is a 3 in the OCG.
After today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's ridiculous.
That is pretty ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Holy crap. Konami of Japan is like, holy shit, guys. Torrential, fine at 3.
Guess what? Everything dies. They should have brought Heavy Storm to 3 too. Why not just bring back Brigeki?
Oh God, no. See, Konami Japan is much more liberal than Konami of America, and I think Konami America is very wary of anything that stops summons, and that's why we see things like this.
Right.
You know, this is probably saying it 1. I do not see Konami of America doing anything with Torrential.
Wouldn't it be crazy? That would be a crazy format. 3 Torrential? Everybody would be running 3 Torrential! You couldn't get anything going! Either player! It would be Torrential, Torrential,
you know what would become a thing?
Torrential.
My body's a shield will become a thing, I guarantee you. It'd be like, my body's a shield, bitch.
Torrential, my body, Torrential.
Because this is like the only
Fiendish.
This is like the only easy out to it. You don't have to discard any cards, you just pay 1,500 life points and it protects your monsters from Torrential. My body's a shield will become a thing. I guarantee you. It'd be a staple.
You heard it here first. If Torrential goes up, my body's a shield, prices will go through the freaking roof.
My body is going through the roof in price.
It'll go from 30 cents to at least $1.
Yeah, at least $1. The thing is, it's a common. How far can it go in price?
Yeah.
I have 3 of them, so it's cool.
Oh, well,
I would totally run this as a staple if Torrential was a 3. Like, totally. This would be at least 2 in any deck I run.
And how many Torrential would you run?
I would run 3.
Okay.
And I would run 2 of these.
Okay.
This would stop Bottomless Trap Hole, and it would stop Torrential. That's great.
Bottomless isn't coming higher.
Yeah, Bottomless is going to stay where it is. Bottomless is really good at banishes. Like, holy crap. Okay, so that was cool. We talked about that. Grand Mole.
Yep. It's a mole.
Bring it to 3.
Okay.
OCG has it 3.
We should just do whatever the OCG
When was the last time? When was the last time people actually used Grand Mole?
You tried to use it once.
I did.
That was garbage.
Yeah, I checked it out. I signed it out every match. But the thing is, like, a lot of people used to play this, like, 7 years ago, and it was pretty good back when, like, Synchros and XZs weren't around that. Well, I mean, Synchros first getting started. And back when those cards weren't around, Grand Mole was pretty good. But now it's like, people spam the field now. You have to waste the summon. It's too slow.
If we ran double summon.
I wouldn't run it for Grand Mole. Bring it to 3. Thunder King Ryo. I've been advocating this card forever.
Leave it for 1.
No, it needs to go to 2.
I hate that card.
No, it needs to go to 2.
It stops summons. You just said to yourself, Tsunami hates stopping summons.
And you raise a very good point. But
I'm biased towards Thunder Family, so bring it back!
And Constellars. I play Constellars.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. This card balances the game. And when I mean balances the game, I mean slows it the down. Because this game has a serious speed problem.
I don't think the speed's the problem.
No, I think the speed's the problem.
Okay.
What do you think is the problem?
I don't know. When we tried to play the old format where speed wasn't a problem, you got bored, so speed's not.
Yeah, but that was like abnormally slow. That was like, I'm gonna summon my monster, your move. I'm gonna summon my monster. Can't do anything, your move.
That's how you play Yu-Gi-Oh!
That
was old Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how you played back in my day when Yu-Gi was a f***ing champ. That's how you played Yu-Gi-Oh!
That was so bad.
You pretty much just waited for the heart of the cards.
Yeah, exactly. Can you do anything? Nope, your move. Can you do anything? Nope, your move.
So Thunder King Ryo, I think it's fine at 1.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day was like awkward sex.
God damn it. Is it in yet? I don't really feel it. Is it in yet? I don't know. Is it in? I think it's in. I don't think it's in yet. Oh, Summon Skull. Oh man.
It's on.
It's on.
You can't do shit about that.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Ragaiki. Oh, shucks.
Game 2.
Oh man.
Oh, let's go for another round. Yeah, it's like awkward sex. Alright,
you sound experienced in that.
Always. Alright.
Oh. Let's talk about the next thing.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Burrow from a different dimension. Why did I put this on a list again?
Because you are now biased towards zombies.
That's true. Okay, so to give you guys some background information, I just got into zombies.
Whoa!
Holy!
All 3 people just flipping lost their shit.
What just happened?
Nothing. No. With you saying you got into zombies.
Oh!
All the other 3 people that play zombies.
Yeah. Hey, zombies could be a thing. Alright, but anyway, especially with that Beazle thing coming out, the level 8 synchro that requires a dark, that's fucking amazing. Zombies. Alright, so...
You ready here? Zombies!
Tier 1, tier 0.
Same tier as raccoons.
Oh god, which is currently topped at one point.
But top.
No, there was a raccoon deck, I think.
Topped once in like Australia.
It's
the point is, it's doing way better than everybody else is expecting.
Yeah, I agree. So anyways, getting back on this card. So all this does is select 3 monster cards, they're removed from play and returned to their owner's graveyard. This would help zombies immensely. And they need more support because they Konami has helped zombies to a point and it's still not enough. So we need to give them more.
How about we have boxers?
Boxers are getting support.
It's garbage again.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
Okay. I think this could be 2 and be totally fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Lone Fire. Bandit. No.
No. What? No. I just got into Sylvan's.
Yeah.
Lone Fire is great.
Yeah.
Keep it at 2.
Yeah.
I think 3 would be OP for sure.
For sure.
But 2's pretty good.
I think 2's pretty balanced as well.
1's not enough.
Yeah, I agree. I think 2's pretty solid.
Yep.
Okay, Reborn Tengu. Why the hell is this at 2 again?
I don't know. It's kind of garbage.
Yeah, it is kind of garbage. I mean, I played it at one point. It was okay, but like, what deck is abusing this card these days? Like, I don't even remember the deck that brought this at 2.
Next.
Bring it to 3. Summoner Monk. Why is this at 2?
Right, next.
No, let's talk about this a little bit. Why is this at 2?
You go neg.
Exactly.
Maybe you can do a loop because you would Summoner Monk, and then Summoner Monk, and then you have 3 level 4s.
No, that's bad. Let's move on. At 3. Trag. I think this is fine at 3 as well. Like, bring everything back. Screw it. This whole list, 3.
Jesus Christ. Trag
can be a 3. Like, what deck? I mean, like you said, Gishkis
are playing Trag, Ritual Summons. Really, Trag's old school.
It really is. Like,
but there's no point. Like, there's no difference between 2 or 3, in my opinion. Like,
yeah.
3 will not change the game.
Highly doubt it.
Unless somehow you're exeing for a whatever level Trag is.
Yeah.
What level's Trag?
Okay, no, you can. The whole idea with Trag, dude, is that you can manipulate his level.
I know, right?
And you're advocating Trag. Trag, come back. You don't even know it's f***ing effect.
I just know it.
Tell me what Trag does.
You can.
It's 3 effects.
If you get direct damage, you can special summon it, and it gets as some amount of attack times the number of cards in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what else?
Apparently, it can manipulate levels.
Okay.
Then when it dies, something happens.
No.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Trag, come f***ing back.
cares? Nobody plays.
Okay, dude, what if I told you?
Okay,
what if I told you
what
this
if I told
card
Uh-huh.
is like a change of heart? What would you say then?
Leave it at 2. Wait, how does it change of heart?
Okay, it can steal your opponent's monster if you're holding a card that equals the level that their monster is on the field. So you just, like, if your opponent has a 4, you have a 4 in your hand, you discard the 4, you steal their monster permanent.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does nobody ever do that?
Ever! Because no one's playing drag.
Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Leave it at 2. Bring it down to 1. That's really good.
Oh my god. Why are you leading this discussion again?
I'm not leading it.
Bring drag the f***ing 3. Holy shit, let's keep it at 1. Ban it. This is so bad. We have just lost, dude. We have just lost all of our credibility. For the people who are watching at this point,
you have the credibility. I'm supposed to be the new eye to Yu-Gi-Oh! I've only been playing it for like 5 months, and back when it first came out. So, excuse my naivety.
It's okay. You're fine. Wind up hunter.
Big word. Naivety.
We just had a moment. Okay, wind up hunter.
Yeah.
Wind up hunter. OCG banned this.
Yeah.
And it brought back Zen Mighty.
Because of the loop.
Because of that loop.
Essentially, you just switched the loop.
Right. No, it essentially got rid of it. I thought...
Well, I mean, they got rid of it by getting rid of Zen Mighty, and now they're getting rid of it by getting rid of Hunter.
Right, but they're bringing this back up to 1. I think it's fine, because this really helped windups. It's just a shame the loop was there.
Right.
You know, that unfair loop. Bring Zen Mighty back, help windups, just get rid of the fucking loop.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
No, that's what they did.
Windups wouldn't be playing this card if Zen Mighty wasn't around anyway, so just keep it banned. All this does is help windups. I thought that was a good move by Japan.
Yeah, very cognitive.
Yeah, so going to Dark Strike Fighter. The hype. The hype is real with this card.
What? Hype train.
Dude, look at the price. It's at 40 at the highest right now.
That's probably a really rare one, though.
Yeah.
The low is still $11, which is crazy.
Yep.
So the price is going up exponentially because this card was just... It
was broken.
Well, so what they did, they rewrote the card.
To make it once per turn.
And then their OCG brought it back, right?
Yeah, they brought it back. It's going to be Act 3.
Yep.
It's going to be at 3 with its new errata.
And the big concern is with pendulum summoning is that you can bring this out and then just start OTK.
Exactly. So yeah, but I mean, as a once per turn effect, I can see this thing perfectly fine at 1. But at 3, like, oh my gosh. Dude. Imagine if dragons were still around with this thing. Oh my god.
That'd be pretty great.
Oh my god.
Everybody would play it.
Yeah. Formula Synchron. Why is this at 1?
You can plus like a boss off of it.
I know,
but I think 2 would be fine.
I think 2 would be fine too. Like, Formula Synchron is what people are making Quasar. Their Sylvans use it. It's about it.
Yeah.
Whatever. This thing
needs to be limited.
Needs to be banned.
Okay.
What would a limited do to this thing?
Nothing.
Exactly. Like this card. Like I don't think Konami knew what they were doing when they made this card. I think they went into it envisioning, okay, it's just like a bad Black Rose.
They're going to sell tons and tons of Legacy of the Valiant, all in the hunt for this stupid card.
Which is a secret rare.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, why, Konami? You greedy son of a bitch. Yeah, I feel bad for the people that bought it.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video, do not buy this card until after the ban list.
I honestly think they'll keep it around. Even if they limit it to 1, it won't matter because you're only running 1.
You know what? I don't think they're going to do anything because Legacy of the Valiant is still a thing. They still want to push it until Primal Origins comes out. Maybe next ban list.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think we still might see this thing space around.
And
101. This thing,
it's the same thing as Excitante, right?
Kind of. It's a little different. The thing is, like, I feel like there's more ways to stop this than this.
Well, the difference is you can potentially go minus on Evil Swarm.
Right. But the thing is, this is gonna go. This is a quick effect.
Yeah, but Honor is an automatic 1. Like, you summon it, you steal an opponent's monster.
True. As an attachment.
And then it can attack, and then it can't die.
Right. And then, like, after it steals your monster, it's essentially a bad Mace Rook.
Yeah. It still steals a monster.
Very true, and that's what makes this card amazing. Believe me, don't get me wrong, this card's amazing, but comparatively speaking, with this thing, I think this is a lot better.
I think 3 honors is way too much. I think make that 201.
Yeah, this thing something needs to happen to this.
Right.
Yeah. It's just the fact that this can be a quick effect, oh my god. That's really good.
That is crazy.
So, this thing is not a quick effect.
No.
There's a lot more ways to stop it.
Right.
And that's the point.
But if you run 3 of them, that's
bad.
insane.
Yes, especially any deck that can spam rank 4s, which is most of them. Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, that's pretty much everything.
We don't want to talk about Boujins, anything from that. I think Boujins are fine, Fire Fists are fine, Mermails are fine.
Going into, I guess, what do you think is going to be top tier the next format? We're looking at maybe an extension of this one? Primal Origins?
I think it's going to remain largely the same. I mean, most of the support coming out isn't for tops. I think Sylvan has the potential to rise up.
Mm-hmm. I think so as well.
There's not much support for any of the top tier things right now, or even bordering top tiers.
Where do you think Artifacts and Sylvans are going to really mesh into this? How are they going to establish their presence?
Well, Sylvans are establishing their presence as being more of a aggressive Synchro or XZ deck.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it has a lot of variety is very toolboxy, as you like to use the term.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally can Synchro out for level 2s up to 11s.
Yep.
And it's great in different circumstances.
Right.
The fact that it's a plant and can be exploited with Miracle Fertilizers, Mark of the Rose, that also helps with it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's going to be tippity top tier, but it's definitely going to be competitive.
I think so too. I can see it as around currently, comparatively speaking, as good as Boujins. Like, not quite top tier like Fire Fists and Mermails, but around the same level.
I think it'll be closer to Constellars.
Really? You don't have much faith in this.
I think it's way easy to side against.
True. Very true. But Boujins as well.
Boujins can have a lot more ways out.
Potentially. I don't know. I still see Sylvans as around the same tier as Boujins.
Sylvans lack control. Anyway.
But the thing is, you have that offensive potential. I would say your deck's more offensive, Boujins more defensive, but I still think they're about as good as Boujins. I think they're a little bit better than Constellars once they get going.
Yeah, once they get going. It's a problem getting going. Anything that relies on Sylvan or on a field spell is automatically handicapped.
But that could be said about most decks.
But most of the top tier decks don't rely on a spell card or a field card.
Very true.
If any of them.
And that is a good point. But with the new ruling coming out eventually.
Right, that'll help a lot.
Right.
The new ruling of the field spell cards that each player can have their own. That would help
a lot. I don't know. Even without that, though, I still see Sylvans being around Boujin level. I really do.
All right.
I would stick by it. Let's find out. Let's wait and see.
Yeah. So, I'm the Cognitive Gamer.
And this is Cynic 25.
And we've been doing the Banlist discussion.
Just like handle? Sex. I do not have a Twitter. Just watch my videos, enjoy them. Yeah.
You can follow me on Twitter at Cognitive Gamer. Find us on Facebook, Grad Entertainment.
Exactly.
You can also check out the other videos. We have one about frog fractions that just went up, and a Dark Souls one. And then Infamous Second Son comes out this week. Holla! You don't know what that means? Yeah. Please check us out. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Check out our friends at vpogames.com. Buy some games from them. They need the money. They're starving artists.
They are. They are starving.
Well, they're actually history majors.
Oh,
starving history majors. Please love one another.
Sure.
Like we love one another.
I love you too.
And break some asses.
Hells yeah.
All right.